1 year ago, I asked you what Undertale song I should recreate with Minecraft sounds next. After making hopes and dreams, I've decided to do the next highest voted option, ASGORE, as well as this one that I absolutely can't pronounce. I'll be using goat and trident related sounds to recreate them, because the songs are based on ASGORE Dreamer, who has a goat-like appearance and carries a pretty cool trident. Also, if you're new here, I've got a ton of other remakes like this one, so feel free to check them out and maybe consider subscribing if you enjoy them. Anyways, before I get into the music, let's go through all the sounds that I'll be using for this song. Starting off, we have the melodic instruments, which are basically anything that isn't percussion. At the top, we have the main synth that starts ASGORE. For it, I'll use the sound of a goat, just cut shorter and stretched a bit. Additionally, there's also a second synth sound that accompanies the main one, so I'll use a different goat sound for that, trimmed in a similar way. Next up is the brass, which only comes in later in the song, so I'll just use the previous goat sound with a bit less EQ to add some edge to it. Following on, we have the strings, which play a massive role in the song. I was running out of goat sounds for this one, so I've used the newly teased goat horn because it sounds good pitched both high and low, and I've given it my own visualization. ASGORE also features a piano in it, so switching over to the trident now, I've decided to use one being thrown, just with some EQ to isolate the main note. And finally, for the melodic instruments, we have the bass, which I've just used one of the previous goat sounds but pitched down a lot. Now we have the percussion, which thankfully there isn't too much of to recreate. First is a tambourine that's only used for a brief moment in the song. I had to do a bit of audio editing with this, but essentially I've used the sound of a trident piercing something pitched up with some EQ. Next is the classic hi-hat used in every drum part, which I've been able to recreate with the sound of a goat being fed. Following on, we have the snare, which I've also used a goat for, except this time it's the sound of it ramming into a mob. Rounding off the drums is of course the kick. Goats don't really make any deep noises naturally, so I've gone ahead and used the sound of one stepping, just pitched down an octave. And to finish off all the instruments, we have some timpani for the first time in any song on this channel. To keep things simple, I've just used the stepping sound again with a whole bunch of other effects. And boom, there you go. That's how I recreated all the instruments in ASGORE and its accompanying short song. If any of the terminology that I just used confuse you, I've made my own set of definitions in the description to help you out. Also, just a quick thank you to everyone who's followed and watched my Twitch since my last video. I appreciate you all a lot. With that though, let's play this remake. Here is ASGORE from Undertale, recreated with only Minecraft goat and trident sounds. Hey, you made it to the outro. That probably means you enjoyed the video and the remake, which I literally have tons of on this channel, and there's a playlist of them on the screen right now. Click it, go watch some more if you haven't already. Trust me, you won't regret it. But anyways, thanks for watching the video. I appreciate it. That's all from me. Stay safe and I'll see you next time.